and it's sending audio out to the fixed. Fixed. I fixed it by restarting OBS. Hello, internet. My headset is full. My bladder is empty. We probably did some other cool jokes, but I don't remember what they were. But I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. I restarted OBS. Come on. I'll bring the chat up so I can actually see it. Everything seems very quiet, though. Actually, if you say something. Okay, it's just a game. Just a game that's quiet. That's all right.
This little bend makes so much side swipes.
Yeah, the thing is, it's because you're heading in a straight line towards the corner, so you don't notice the fact the white line is moving. Because I mean, I think something you picked me up on. Like, I was going in a straight line. I just wasn't going in a straight line relative to the track. So, like, it's like I say, I do want, in my defence, quite a lot of the times you called me out on your video. I'd like to point out they weren't on purpose. It wasn't like, she'll slam in. It was like, oh no, the car is going sideways a lot more than I had anticipated. I have made a mistake.
But there was the quadruple thing where mistakes piled on.
Well,
it's kind of bad to be too harsh on people, but if there's not any, then the snowball will keep on rolling.
Yeah, sorry, I've still got the issue with this VR headset. So only on this game, the bottom third of my vision is kind of inverted. It's really weird. It's very consistent, and it's only this game. Maybe I should have tried the other VR driver. It's really awesome how much texture I get through the roads. The thing is, this game's actually got rather rubbish force feedback compared to Colin McRae, because the roads themselves are actually quite boring. Like, they're very, very, very flat. Like, real racetracks are nowhere near this flat or smooth. Like, they've modelled different tarmac colours, but they haven't put any actual feedback in on that.
And then there's the chicane, like left turn. Like, where does the one lane that you're supposed to leave, does it count on the white curb or the green curb?
Yeah, I mean the correct. I mean that's about. But I can't leave a car's width on both sides. Not really. Well, maybe at 30 miles an hour I could.
It's not optional. If the situation is such.
Yeah, but like the only way to leave a car's width, the only way to go 3 abreast through that corner is very slowly. So from last week, I really liked the electric van. I also really liked that. What's we call it? The old race car we used as well. That one was good fun. There's a few good ones we found from last week, which is good. And I'd like to start doing some 5-lap races as well.
We do like 10?
10 5-lap races? It's unlikely fuel is going to make a difference. 10 laps, well, I don't know. I mean, we can go to 5 and then see whether or not we actually start running out of fuel. Yes. And And the winner is me. I'm going to try something extremely briefly, and if it breaks, I'll come back to it. But I just want to very quickly try turning off VR and then turning it back on, but using OpenVR, not Oculus Rift, seeing if that fixes my weird corruption. Because it's hard to describe. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, let's use this then. It's hard to describe what's wrong. Like it's kind of like video corruption. And my frame rate doesn't appear to be quite as good. Well, I mean, while we're waiting, should we carry on with these vehicles? Should we go up to? We need to end race.
Class B?
Class B. Wrong game.
Damn it.
So we got to 5 laps on the same cars. Are you imminently about to join, Max?
Yeah.
Jim.
We won't go without you then.
I've got a driver, I haven't got a car.
UF1. I think it's the only one you'll be allowed to pick because these ones are macroed up, I think.
Right. Pick a colour.
Top left, yeah. Do you not have all your colour? Like, we've been in all these cars before. I've got like a set save
it was
one.
on green for some reason.
Well, green and
Oh, sorry, yellow.
That's less horrible colour.
Yeah.
Who's just joined?
The joiner immunity joining the game.
Mr. Who?
Chef was asking the same thing you asked me.
Oh, well, he's in. Okay, 5 laps. Remember, don't stack the car on the first corner. Also remember, this car is a weak clutch, so don't... Actually, no, this one's not too bad, because this is the little cars. This is the slowest stock car in the game. Hey! Less of that.
Yeah, where's my shopping gone?
Not going to get much shopping in a Mini. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the video I did of Astro Trucks. I did a quick sequence in VR, and oh my god, it looks so good in VR! And then I recorded it, put it on the screen, and it just looks rubbish. Like
Pancake version of?
Well, I mean, I can't... This is the problem with VR, it's very hard to show people how cool VR is. Like, how do you show them? Except in VR.
Except one eye, which isn't VR.
Oh, that was a nice late-breaking move there from Schalke, though you didn't carry it through.
I left the lane. You should give me the lane.
Yeah, I'll check it over my shoulder.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Look at this pro driving.
Is there any way on the internet to have stereoscopic footage to be actually viewable or shareable?
Yeah, I mean YouTube supports it, but you need a way of showing it. So you either need 3D glasses like red and blue, or you'll need shutter glasses, or you need to cross your eyes a bit. So there are ways of doing it, but there's... Yeah, Surds doesn't really give colour though. Magic eye.
Okay.
You mean
But you
stereoscopic?
can't view it with VR glasses at all?
Hold on, what is... Well, hold on. I don't need to tell people who have VR how cool VR is. I need to tell people who don't have VR how cool VR is. I mean, what I would probably do is release a pre-canned fly-through demo of the game where you don't get to do anything apart from sit in a spaceship and look at all the cool stuff. Single image random dot stereograms. Surds. Magic Eye being the most popular one. Wow, what a useless part of my brain remembers what Surds stood for. Oh, the stripy line is back on my screen there, so it's not the... That's not the driver. I don't know what it is if it's not the driver.
Check.
It's working.
Okay, that's that bit done. Starting up from scratch again, and then usually.
Wee! No barging.
Oh, I'm sorry. You came into me then.
Ew.
I was doing the corner and braking and watching what the breakpoint was.
Well, from my point of view, I did a nice late brake maneuver and you just drove into me. Marshall! The other thing is, this is the thing that we have realised, is when you look at it back from external view, it's usually really obvious whose fault it was. But when you're actually in internal view, it's a lot harder to work out where you are, where they are, how fast you're going sideways, how close you are to the edge of the track, all those things. Woo! That's squitchy? That's not a real word. So in theory, this doesn't seem to work out. In theory, Shauk and I should be so busy vying for first position, we should be screwing each other's corners up. So Shauk should be right next to me, and then we both have to take the corner slowly, etc., etc., and Max should catch up. But unfortunately, we're not quite as good and consistent enough to be taking corners like that. So, like, yeah, Shauk is an irrelevancy because he's, 50 feet behind me. Ooh. And I have to remember it's 5 laps and not to knacker my clutch trying to claw some distance away. Izzard, I have a question.
Yeah.
When only on Live for Speed, the bottom third of my screen in VR is just sort of corrupted pink. It looks like corrupted pink JPEG. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
Because I just switched from Oculus to OpenVR, but it didn't make any difference, and I thought it would, so I don't know what to blame.
I use OpenVR and Virtual Desktop. I don't use Oculus Link, so.
Oh, have you never used it on this game?
Not sure.
It wasn't there to begin with.
No, I tried Oculus Link once or twice, and I tried Virtual Desktop and never went back.
I could always try it wireless, I guess, and see whether or not it goes away. But wireless was definitely, I dropped down in quality from wired. It was very noticeable, at least in this game, because I'm running at crazy resolutions for this game. I suspect normally you wouldn't be able to tell any difference. I feel bad. So Max, Shauk and I are having a fantastic race here. Like really, every corner is perfect and spot on, no mistakes. Hopefully they will be.
I had a bad start because I forgot to put my car into gear. But the rest I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I like this car. It's nice and light.
Making lots of mistakes though.
And it's not too fast.
The mistakes aren't very punishing. Well, I can slam the anchors on and not go, oh no, why,
Well, I mean, it's worth pointing out that slam the anchors on is usually a bad idea in just racing in general, really. You want to apply your brakes progressively. But I have got farming sim pedals. I am fully aware you go, there's not much feedback from the pedals.
Yeah. Is there any pedals that give feedback, like, from a game?
Well, yeah, mine. I've got a vibration unit attached to my pedals, so that's hooked. The front vibrator's hooked up to a little bit of engine vibration, and to curb vibration, and to ABS.
So if you do trigger ABS, it'll vibrate like an ABS unit.
It's not quite right, but yes, it is. It does.
It doesn't sort of make the pedals stutter, sort of thing. Which is why, oh, I think I'm breaking my brakes.
Yeah, I mean it does. The problem is that realistically, at that point, quite a lot of other things are shaking on the car, and you don't tend to notice it.
Yeah.
But it's quite weird. Like if I turn the vibration off, I really notice it, but with it on, you don't notice it because it's just so right.
Integral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear it. If I stand 5 feet from it, you can hear the trigger going boom, 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 bzz, bzz, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
I love that tune.
I think it was on Best of Dubstep 2004. 2004? That's a little bit early. 2014.
It's before it was cool.
Just before it was invented.
When it was just dub.
Lubba lubba dub dub.
Ooh. But this car's slow enough, so I could see there. If I kept the power down, I was going to hit the curb, and I could actually come off the power, and then the car regain control. Like it, because I mean, this thing tops out about 90 miles an hour.
Clocks used 0. 1.
But now just returning to the racing line. I'd love to see though. I've never actually seen a real like that actually happen in reality. Going, you moved in front of me one too many times. Oh, I do have the momentum on you though. Not sure I can bring it to bear. Oh, yes I can. I wouldn't do that! Oh no! What'd you do? That was a marshal. I want him black flag for that.
You don't obey the block. Ah.
Wait! You pit maneuvered yourself. You drove your rear quarter into my front quarter.
He's either sideswipe
Ah!
or he from behind.
Sideswipe. Yeah, but you sideswiped me. Like I didn't sideswipe you.
Yeah.
You came in. I wonder if there's a thing about who's got the most lateral movement. Like I was trying to follow the track, and your lateral movement into me was much higher than mine. I would be curious to watch that one back on the replay. But without you doing a full shoulder check, there's no way you could have noticed that.
Was following from the mirrors, but I guess there was a little guesswork involved.
So that doesn't make any difference. Oh no. I can. Oh. What's. Oh, okay, I've got a whole bunch of shit on my screen. I do apologise, stream. Oh, I popped it. Oh, I think I might know what that purple is. I think it might be where it was drawing a dialogue box.
What dialogue box?
Popping up about Steam VR. So Shaka, I'm at about 98% fuel. Like, how much fuel have you got?
Little over half.
Half? Wait, what did you start with? Did you start?
Somewhat more.
Okay, I started full.
Let's see what my setting is. 65%.
Oh, okay, I started at 100%. Well, let's go in the UFR just for so UFR because we haven't done this one in a while. This one doesn't seem to have. Oh yeah, fuel gauge 99.9%. So same car, much lighter, much faster. Are you imminent?
Carry on.
I will.
Oh, sorry, Shaka. Can you get that pick? That's that pedometer.
Oh yeah.
Watch me break my neck. Whee!
Alright, so I have no purple issue anymore, but Steam VR did crash.
It's still doing the thing, even if it crashed.
No, well, yeah, sorry. I wonder if it's actually just reverted back to Oculus now. Oh, but now if you're on a 4-speed wheel, this car has much harder steering than the previous car. Like, the steering wheel is more effort to move. Are we gonna race? This is still the last race.
I like practice.
Well, that is a race. Consider the first race of practice.
Okay.
Bear in mind, we are all
Well,
in this.
just a different car.
We are all in the same boat, though. Or we're in the same car, haha. See, this is too many red light launches in my Tesla, so that's why I'm good at pulling away from the lights in this. Oh, this one's much faster. Must remember to bounce the clutch and bounce the accelerator in this though. .69 miles an hour for that corner. So the motion rig's tilting a lot more for this car around the corners because it, you know, obviously it's going around corners quicker. So I'm having to actually lean into the corners to end up not, so I don't not get flung out. Whoa, sorry, my fault.
Was it not empty?
Not empty. Do currently driving drivers have any obligation to, you know, not plough into someone?
They have right of way. Off-roaders are obliged to dodge.
I mean, in that circumstance, I've had a bit of a crash. Max is dead. Max is in hospital. There's no way Max just came away with that with a haha, I'm fine. I think also his car's fucked. Should we do a restart? Like, Max hit me at I do not know how fast. I think his geometry's all out. To be fair, I may have had right of way, but obviously if someone pulls out in front of you, don't hit them going, I've got right of way! But I didn't.
I'll teach you, bastards.
I didn't see it. Well, as my mum said, knowing that you had right away would be very comforting to you on your hospital bed. Yeah.
Yeah, if you make it that far.
If you make it that far, yeah. You wouldn't have. You would have been, well, very probably dead there.
I can't see to my right, to my left, that way. Alright, Adam's there.
If you haven't, by the way, I do recommend cranking your field of view up as high as you can comfortably still drive to help you.
Oh, lets you see more of the cockpit.
Yeah, and more to your left and right. And if you've got multiple monitors,
I'd love you to see both mirrors.
Bear in mind, if you've got multiple monitors, you can do a 2 or 3 screen setup for this game quite happily.
Oh, cool. I have got multiple monitors, but they are both to my right. And they're usually used for work, so they're not the same size and fidelity, shall we say.
What I have seen is a single landscape monitor in the middle and 2 portraits left and right, which is quite a good...
That's just mirrors.
Not quite as mirrors, but it does give you... That gives you a bunch more field of view, but without using up too much desktop, because obviously 3 monitors in a row is a huge amount of desktop you need, desk space.
Yeah.
It would be nice if this game directly supported mirrors on a second screen.
On a little screen.
Well, even any
that
size.
little one you got.
Yeah. Or even on a phone.
Mirror-sized mirror.
Yeah. But you can buy a little 7-inch USB-C monitor for virtually nothing, like 30 quid. So having them just display the wing mirrors would be awesome. I wonder if that's a thing. Ooh. My God, that was sketchy. I love this car though. You can really just slam it around the corners very sideways, and it's very happy to do so. It's like a real Mini.
How's the floaty dash work in VR for you?
I don't have the floaty dash.
Ah.
I use the real dash. If I do the floaty dash, it just sort of attaches to the bottom of the screen.
Ah.
I took that last corner to the straight ever so quickly, and I did manage to stay ahead. But this is a good car, so you can brake hard, and when it gets sketchy, come off the accelerator, off the brake, and it will grip because it's so light. I oopsie.
There's a wall.
Hey,
What?
I had a bit of a tumble.
Oh, thank goodness! I can drive much more calmly. I've been giving it all the sideways beans. What happened to you, Max? Did you clip some grass or?
I did a bit of lawn mowing, I think.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how hard to apply the brakes.
If you've got any wheels on the grass, the correct answer is none. Because then you have 2 wheels with full grip on tarmac and 2 wheels with no grip.
Well, it worked. It was okay in this car, actually. I was very gingerly on the accelerator, and it sort of got me off the grass. Without, I didn't stop. I was on the grass very, very tentatively.
Yeah. Your best bet, if ever you're in a situation where let's say your traction is compromised, is do not accelerate or brake. Just steer back on and then apply. Same thing in reality. If something goes wrong, you don't want to be pressing either of the pedals.
Yeah, so here we go. On the grass, gently, back on the track. Good beans! And there goes Shelka.
I have to say, Max,
You retained control there.
you are being very competitive, though, so that's good. I can just about hear the noise of my 3D printer over the game. Oh, also, let me know if my microphone plays silly buggers again, and someone remind me to buy a new microphone, because they are replaceable.
So's your motion rig.
True, but that's not making a terrible noise.
What's the expected life? What's the life expectancy of it?
They don't really wear out. As long as you don't let the motors get quote-unquote too hot, they'll last for, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of hours. There's not really anything to wear out. There's a gearbox that realistically barely moves, and a motor which realistically barely moves. There's gas damping struts, which will last for 20 years, and other than that, as long as you don't bend any of the metal, you're fine. And if you do, you replace that bit. So, yeah, it shouldn't. It's more likely it'll be superseded or interest lost in it for it breaks. It's like a bike, really. I mean, they don't really wear out, do they? Bits of them wear out, but then you just replace that bit.
Yeah.
And usually a bit breaks because you've done something stupid. You know, you could wear out bearings, but it's quite unlikely.
You can on mountain bikes because they're not made of anything but plastic.
No, it must be metal bearings. Must be.
Oh, in the bottom bracket, yeah.
Well,
in
on the wheel.
Suspension.
Is there any bearings in suspension? I don't actually know what's inside a gas strut. I've never.
No. I mean, it's gas struts in the front, but it's gas strut in the body. But there's all the moving parts.
Yeah, surely they're not plastic bearings. I guess they're cheap.
Braking a bit too late on that corner, I think. Maybe I did, just right.
So basically, if you do think you brake late, brake very hard, and then when you want to begin the turn, come off the brake, and the car will go, all right then, because it's light. It's very good. I think all the cars do that to a degree, but this one's quite noticeable. Because if you brake hard and then turn, like it doesn't like it.
I meant that one. I just mashed the key thinking that was funny.
Let me loosen my helmet a bit. There we go. I used 5% of my fuel up on that Schalke, so that means we need to do 20 more laps. So that means to use up all the fuel, we need to do 100 laps.
How many laps do you need to do to wear your brakes out? No, that's a stupid question, isn't it? What's also how much? Because this is a completely different environment to the road, sort of. You know, how much braking do you consume. Brakes.
Are you asking if you were to take your car on track, how quickly could you wear the brakes out in? Because I can give you an
Yes,
answer.
I guess. Yeah.
And under an hour if you forget to turn off electronic stability protection. I know this because I know someone who did.
Whoops.
Oh yes, whoopsie. But realistically, brakes will last 100 miles on track, easy 100 miles on track, and that's a lot of track. Like I probably get through a set of pads once a year in my Impreza, like when I'm tracking like 4 times a year. But they are cheap, nasty pads. They're not expensive at all. They are. I've got quick fit pads for life, so I can just replace them whenever.
Ui, that was a push! Aye,
Not on my screen. I didn't come within 5 feet of you on my screen. So you can break the internet for that one. Be interesting to see what the server said there, but on mine, you could have fit max between the gap between you and me. Not safely, admittedly. And off the brake. Oh, 85 is too fast for that corner. Maybe not. 70 seems to be a sweet spot. But yeah, the servers in America to try and help Tad out a little bit.
Oh!
I just looked up in my mirror and you just...
So normally do they?
You slid past. Did you touch the sausage curb?
I don't know. I'll go back to the pits. So this game now lets me pick a different vehicle, and you get to see that your system has those goals already loaded. I guess we have, don't we?
Oh. No. Fuck.
So we must do.
Yeah, I couldn't do many races in the Bean car because it's a little bit nauseating in VR.
There's no.
Because of where you are. Where you can fall over. Yeah, Shaka, this is yours. I just came off.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that really is top heavy.
Hold on a moment. Max, do you happen to the top of your head how big the fuel tank is in your car?
Wait, what?
How big the fuel tank is in your car?
In this particular vehicle, on my real one?
In your real vehicle?
It's about 65 litres.
Oh, do you want to go back to the UF1?
Oh shit.
So
I thought that'd be funny.
I would agree. I think my Impreza is a 65 litre tank. I completely agree. And do you know how big a fuel tank you've got in this car?
30 if you're lucky.
100 litre tank, apparently.
Oh, the back seats are all taken out. The fuel tank.
You wouldn't do that. That's well over 100. Well, no, it's well over 100 kilos of weight for your fuel and the tank. Then.
Yeah. It'll be like flopping all over the place. Whee!
Oh, it won't be 100 kilos.
It'd be slightly less than 100 kilos plus the weight of the fuel tank.
Is fuel petrol
Light
specifically
water, yes.
lighter than water?
It's
Yeah, floats on water.
Yeah, it's not much.
But you'd have the weight of the fuel tank. And
Yeah.
Things when the car's supposed to be weight saved, so does it really make a difference in weight?
Yes. If you
Oh bloody hell, that's really too late! Oh!
But come off. Yeah, come off the brakes. If you come off the brakes then and steered, you probably would have been alright. But it's a natural thing to do. It's just to panic and keep your foot on the brake. But it's pretty much the worst thing you can do.
Yeah. Of course, you remember the ratio of surface area to volume, right? As your tank gets bigger.
Yes. You do not want to be carrying 100 litres of fuel. That's a fuel.
No, you don't. I'm just having
Yeah.
fun with the maths.
Being practical in a car this size, especially for racing.
Well, no, you could fill the
Also-
boot. You could fill the boot and the back seats with the fuel tank. You could, but
It wouldn't make a very interesting race. The whole point of racing, or some of the excitement of racing, is where all the cars have to pit to get fuel and tyres,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I have 97 litres
Adam,
left.
just as a thought exercise,
Yes.
all else being equal, if you've got petrol and accept that it's lighter than water,
Yes.
and you've got, let's just say, a cylindrical tank, and you keep making the tank bigger and bigger and bigger, at what point does the weight of the tank make the total mass greater than if it were water? And the answer is
Never.
none.
Well,
Exactly. So it'd still be less than 100.
well, no, it'd be 100. It'd be like 100 litres of fuel might weigh 95 kilos, and then 5 kilos of fuel tank. But we've got a fuel cell at this
Right.
point. We don't have a plastic fuel tank. You've got a metal fuel cell.
Yeah, it should be hydrogen powered.
Well, so I can do like 25. Whoa, gold. It's Denver Shore 123 again.
Why is Shaka making funny noises? Does he go around corners?
He's focusing.
I have a good margin, so actually I should loosen up rather than tighten up.
Yeah, I agree. You should slow right down.
Just slow down.
Yeah, slow down.
If I'm gonna tight, I'm gonna roll my car. But if I drive a bit loose, I can be very stable about it and not lose much time.
Loosen up. Stay on target. Denver Shore 123 failed to connect. Oh, well,
Has he been banned or something?
don't think so. I recognise the name, but I don't think we have any bans. I tend to kick people. It's only when they've actively come back and then abused me rather than going, sorry, didn't realise you wanted to be in a specific car or something. Nope, too fast, into the sausage curb, onto my roof, and back on my wheels.
This was a failed experiment in cloud computing, so I'm going to knock this one on the head.
What were you trying to do differently?
So I'm using this service called Plutosphere, which is cheap, but you don't get persistent storage by default. You just pay by the minute.
Yeah.
The trouble is that in order to do this setup, I need Logitech G Hub, I need virtual desktop streamer, I need Discord, and I need Oculus software and Live for Speed and Steam VR all on it, which is that's a pain in the arse if the whole thing gets wiped every time.
Yeah.
However, they've just introduced persistent storage for like a tenner a month, but it's all a little bit. It's not quite there yet, so it sort of uses some symlinks to make things install to the D drive, and then the Oculus service doesn't start. It's a bit of a bodge. It's all very early access stuff. They're good when they get it all sorted out, but I'm going to try going back to the old PC that's not really powerful enough again. Back in a minute.
I managed to
Need a
complete.
graphics card.
I managed to complete 360-degree roll, Shalka, bounce up onto the arm cone and back on the track. So I'm pleased I'm even on the same lap as you. But my steering wheel, it's completely slack when I turn to the right and really hard to turn to the left. So I've definitely messed up the car's geometry. I'm still disappointed there's no macros. What I want to say, I want a macro that says, please choose the %car%. And it will just list my current car. And I was like, no, why would you want that? I'm like, do you want me to type it in every time and remember what the car code is to my car?
The funny thing is that does exist in everything in the subsystem. It's just not brought out as a text string.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
But the game-
You need to be able to tell the game what car you're in, things like
Yeah,
that.
the game knows, absolutely. Because it says,
Yeah.
you know, Max has just come out in a UF1.
Yeah.
The silly thing is, something like that would take me about 5 minutes to add if I had the code base. Literally, if, you know, str replaced, %car%, comma, get name of current car. Yeah, Yeah, so when I begin to turn, I get a little bit of feedback from the steering wheel, and then it goes completely slack in my hands past about 10 degrees. Why does this person like Daisy so much they put it in their name when they're playing Live for Speed? So right now on this guy's screen it will say the cars were all in. And again, I don't understand the concept that people think that races are whatever car you want to turn up in. Like, ever. In any game. Are we getting the hang of this one now though? Actually I'm not, because I've completely, I did completely flip it. It's alright, I have the macro as well. But on his screen right now it will say 3 people with the same car. There you go, he's suddenly worked it out. God, your best lap was blistering, Schalke. It's 120. Best lap match was 122.
Getting better
Um, felt also quite consistent.
Well, no, I mean, what happened is I broke the geometry of the car. Also, you've got half a tank of fuel, you cheating fuck. Your car is 50 kilos, probably, lighter than mine.
But you push and poke me, so it balances out.
What? I didn't touch you. Like, I really, really, really didn't. I'm very curious to see what the replay shows.
Hi. That could have been my bad too.
Like here, I am very.
come together.
I was much further away from you.
Still very much amateur class on this, so I've not played Live for Speed for such a long time. I'm
I mean, to be
very rusty. I think I'm getting the idea though now.
Yeah.
Starting to get there.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't either. But if you ever go on a real racetrack, it will all seem very, very, very familiar. It's surprising how accurate this is. I paused this. Surprising how accurate this is to a real driving sim. Right down to my heart racing when I completely screw up a corner like that. Remember, I don't need to be fast around the corner, I just need to not let you in front. Well, I don't need to be faster into the corner, just faster out of it. Not like that.
But it isn't like a parade lap or a, you know...
Yeah, rolling. I looked this up. Loads of people are asking for rolling starts, and they're like, "Well, you just have to organise it yourself." And I was like, I can barely organise people not crashing on the first corner, let alone doing an entire lap without overtaking.
Yeah.
That was good. There we go. Ah, Renzo has managed to join. Hey, Renzo. I really like it and I hate it. When we're doing really good races like this, we're going very, very fast, we're neck and neck, I'm pushing this car to its limits. I'm not pootling around the corners, I'm screeching tyres, and it really does get your heart going. Because now I'm driving this on the knife edge, and beyond the knife edge... Oh, did you not leave enough room there, Schalke?
I did not touch.
Oh,
I
wow.
needed to brake, but... Or did I touch?
I don't know. I just saw you get very sideways. I assumed you'd bonked me. But yeah, when you're not here, I can do my corners a lot cleaner. But right now I'm braking very late, trying to get in the way of your racing line and get out from it quickly.
That's at least one block.
Whoops! Oh, lost some speed there. So did you. Oh, maybe not. Wow. At the marker point, you were 0.19 seconds behind me. You could have stayed on the corner then. I'd have even not hit you.
Yeah.
I don't think Renzo's in the same car. I think he's in a modded version of this. Maybe he's in the electric Mini.
It's coming up behind me, aren't they? So I'll get out your way.
That's yeah. Shakra and I are. Don't worry, we are. How can I put it? Very much on the pace tonight.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. That was brilliant. I checked. It was fine. I'd left you enough room, and then I stopped thinking about it.
There's a lot of slack in this crappy steering wheel.
What, dead zone or?
Dead zone, yeah.
Well, that's a software thing. There should be no hardware dead zone. I'd be very surprised if there was, but there will be a software dead zone. So you might need to turn off your dead zone if you're finding that. That's why the little virtual steering gauge is helpful. You can see what inputs you're giving it.
Oh, got a blue flag. Have
Yeah.
to wait for you guys to go past.
Just stay off the racing line for a few seconds.
I don't know what the racing line is. It's off. It's turned off.
Oh no!
Oh, I had that bounce on macro, didn't I?
Four? I don't remember what button it was. Oh shit! I just downshifted. No, I think it's 4 or 7 or 9. No, Chaka, no!
What?
Oh,
I guess it was sideswipe, but
you just
were you parking or not?
I was going significantly quicker than you. You don't just get to drive in front of me.
So you were parking.
No, I was.
I guess I was doing a
overtaking-
mistake, and you were trying to exploit, which is allowed.
Which is racing, yeah. No, I wasn't trying to hit you. Just that I was trying to pass you quickly, and you not decided that's the wrong phrase, but you were just like, I'm just going to carry on the racing line. I don't know what the rules are. Like, if I'm going much faster than you, are you still allowed to move in front of me? I mean, I guess if you had got in front, that would have been my fault, but you didn't. You just kind of came into the side of me. If you got in front, obviously that's all good.
Oh shit!
Oh. Two more corners. No. Can you just go and do something else, Shaka? This is way too stressful having 5 laps like that. Oh wow! Look at our lap time. Best lap times. Frickin' hell.
I was going over after some reason, but I just tried 160 degrees field of view. You can see your legs, the entire door on both sides.
Yeah. You want to go as high as is comfortable. That's the best way of describing it. Probably like 120. Like if you go too high, you won't be able to see anything in the middle of the screen.
I need to go back to the pit so I can actually get the right option.
Oh wow. What a spam. Hey Max K, and Tad says sorry. I don't know why Tad says sorry, but I forgive you, Tad. I forgive you anything, Tad. I mean, we can do a car change. I don't know what CRR is. XRR. Yeah, the thing is,
The car code.
I like choosing the more obscure cars for one simple reason. You all have configs, and you're like, I want to use the car I've got the really cool config for! Brilliant. None of you have got configs for the UFR. I'm sure of it. And that's one of the problems I have with this game is, unfortunately, it doesn't let you pick, doesn't let you force a given setup, a config, which is really weird because in stock car racing, that's fine. But yeah, we'll go with the XRR because I know that's one of Tad's favourite cards. But I'm going to be very clear about this with the default car setup that I have not changed. It is the default. I haven't decided to give myself an advantage by messing around downloading the world record configuration. I don't mind if we're all on the same config. That's awesome. It's the... I know it's not. It kind of feels like cheating. It's not quite the right word though. Can we do it? Well, let's do this one first, and then we can see what mods there are.
Oh, this is weird. It's like driving in a goldfish bowl.
Well, you probably got it a bit too high then.
Oh, it's 120. It's 120 degrees. I've got like what you normally expect to see in there, I guess. I want to see both mirrors, but there's loads of one mirror and hardly any of the other.
Yeah.
So
we're in the XR. Yeah, I mean, what I would do is if it feels fishbowly, whack it down 10 degrees, pick the right car, and then see how you go.
That is the right car.
Good.
I think it was the only one that's available.
Izard just connected like 4 times for some reason, and then he said Jews race. Izard is connected. What? Izard Jews race. Izard is connecting. JOOS dash race in red. Yeah, you've connected like 4. Izard connected, brackets Izard. Izard, Jews race. Izard is connecting. I don't know. You typed it. Why do you keep typing that?
I didn't type it.
Izard is connecting.
I'm not typing it.
Something's typing it.
Me. I need to get the right car anyway. So
XRR.
Oh, got it. Field of view offset, that's what I want. So I'm sort of more towards the centre.
Ah.
And then choose the field of view. So you're basically driving from a position which isn't the centre of the car, but the centre of the... Yeah, try that. 112-ish, 113-ish. That's a bit weird, but we've got that anyway.
That's one of the reasons I do like doing the modded cars, is generally speaking, people don't have setups for them. Whereas the stock cars, everyone's just quickly... I mean, you can spot it. When people go quiet, you can tell they're all tapping out to download a config. Ah. So don't drive on the gravel on this car. Oh.
I will never do that. I use vanilla.
It's weird, because vanilla is actually a very, very rare and unusual spice that you hardly ever see. And yet we've used it to mean the most boring and ordinary one.
And a peanut is neither a pea nor a nut. It's a legume. Food facts.
Less beans, Max.
Monkey nut.
Well, monkey nuts are nuts, but they aren't monkeys. Oh, my frame rate has just tanked. There's something broken. It's us in second place.
Just got lucky. Normally you restart it when this happens and I end up in front.
No, you're not in front, you're in second.
In front of you.
I'm trying to get... Yay! Shauka overtook me French style.
Oh, don't like this.
Sing you with tongues?
No, what? No, not... He didn't French me. No, he pulled in front of me with about half an inch between me and him.
And tongues?
No tongues.
Whoa! Ah!
Oh! And that is why
you just came straight back on
you do not rejoice. Yeah, so I had to bail. I'm gonna do the electric vans next. I think they were awesome fun.
This change of view is really screwing my ability to drive right now.
Well, you've overdone it then.
I think I'm better off not changing the view.
Oh! Oh, God. Sorry, I was trying to get back on the road. I mean, this is where you want, like, an ultra widescreen monitor.
Oh, I see. You can put monitors on. Multiple screen layout. 0, 1. Yeah, that's
Yep.
fine. Driving views will use a single window. External views will use full width.
Oh, you can have an external view on a second screen.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's interesting, because that means I might actually be able to stream this game from a cockpit view, from a chase cam view, rather than first person.
I can move the internal mirror as well. The rear view mirror, up and down, left and right.
Yeah, you can't do virtual wing mirrors, can you? Any virtual rear view mirror?
I don't know that I've got another mirror in.
But the rear view mirror should. It's not quite the same. But I think the fake mirror, the virtual mirror, you can make bigger. This car is a handful compared to that.
Spun out
Really.
many places before.
The reason we're doing 5 laps is it encourages you not to do exactly what you did, which is to fuck up your car on the first corner. So the idea is that 5 laps might hopefully cause people to be a little bit more careful, a little bit more mechanical sympathy. Because 3 laps, that's not even a race. That's barely even getting the oil warm in the engine at that point. Also, with 5 laps, you do have the option just to get back in the race. Like, if you had just pitted and come back out, you'd have only been half a lap behind. Come on, back marker, out my way. No, not out my way by going slowly around a corner.
Just parked on the pit exit.
Oh, great. Because I've driven cars like this in reality, and they're not very fun. You have to be very gentle with the go pedal. The loud pedal. But there you go, actually you've got the excuse to get that 21.9 ultra widescreen monitor you've always wanted.
Oop.
I'm only lapping 1.5 seconds slower than the UFR on this. Faster, sorry. And it's a lot more effort. And heavy. But unfortunately I can't catch up. D.1 trademark Dark 3R Daisy.
Your name.
Well, but in a real race, he'd have been black flagged and we probably would have restarted the race. Because what he did was absolutely incredibly dangerous. Because he came off, came back on the track when there were 3 cars barreling towards him, and lost it.
Like you did in the quadrille combo.
Not like that.
Spun out 3 times in the exact same place.
Yeah, this
Put
car's...
some oil on the.
Yeah, it's a shame the game doesn't support that. Anyway, Shaka, just because I did it doesn't mean I think I should have done it. Usually, I just had too much velocity, but he should have crashed back onto the track and then gone wide, not immediately back onto the racing line when he's going so much slower.
Yeah, but I'm annoyed how people keep doing that.
Well, I mean, watch
I
real driving, like real race driving. People do it a lot. This is where all the.
There's a lot more money in it though than a computer and a lot hurt ego. So.
Did we have any particular favourites from last time, by the way?
Oh, the mods. You said you're going to modded van, which is top heavy. Was it? I was finding that one there.
I like the bus.
What was the bus was good.
Is it the Onibus or something like that?
We did do the Onibus. Hold on, let me find that little electric. The Tamiyago. That's the one I put. So this one was awesome fun. So the Tamiyago, if somebody wants to type it, because I can't, hopefully they'll all get the idea. So there's a little
Tamago.
Tamago EV.
I'm searching TA.
I mean, it does say on the screen. This is why I get very confused how completely oblivious people are.
Tamago EV?
Yeah, the Tamago EV. There is a non-EV version, but I wouldn't recommend it. I love it's got a pit limiter.
I had to. Oh, it isn't initial. Of course, there's no. I'm pressing I to start the ignite the engine, but there is no engine to ignite.
The things I don't mind people choosing different cars. It's when they choose ones that are radically better. Choose a worse car. That's cool. See, I've got a heart in my message. You see, look. See, mine's much nicer. Yours is brutal. Mine's nice.
Have you still got that purple at the bottom of your screen? And have you decided it is what you said?
No, it's not purple. Now it's just kind of dark. Imagine that I'm watching a series of JPEGs, and exactly 2/3 of the way through every JPEG, it gets a macro block wrong. That's what's happening.
A series of JPEGs, you mean like an MPEG?
Yeah, but that's what it looks like. Like 2/3 of the way through each frame, something goes just a bit wrong. No, we're not.
I do see the boundary, the Guardian boundary when I look down.
No, it's corrupted visuals. Like it's a hard lock. So as I move my head up and down, it comes down. Imagine I've got a piece of like pink cellophane on the bottom of the trap.
They're pixels.
No, like it's the entire but it's not all the time because it keeps changing colour.
Most odd.
It is. But I like the way we've all chosen the same car, apart from one person who suggested we all change the car he wants. Oh, Max.
He needs to get his own server then.
Max, press enter maybe to repeat your last message about the Tamago. Tamago.
I've got you.
And let's just type it again.
Oh, there we go.
This thing gets up to 88 miles per hour. You've only got about 10 miles per hour more.
So he's just chosen the XRR and then voted a restart. Come on, dude. Not rocket science. Okay, I have brought up the menu to kick people. It's a shame I don't have a button just to tell them to get, like, just to retire them to the pits. That would be nice.
As we say in Finland, car or kick. Car/kick.
No shit, Sherlock, you. No shit. No shit, you. Yes, you. Yes, you. Why is everyone in the van apart from me? What more? Oh, for fuck's sake.
If you're really dim.
Well, type it again. Oh, just paste it again. Hooray! So choose a Tamago, like we said 3 times now. One of them spelt wrong.
You say Tamago.
And also, if
I say tomato.
every single time someone leaves the pits, it says on the screen.
Ah!
Green.
Oh no, I've got a block through my windscreen.
What this baby can do. No. Sort of drifting.
We've got a van set up, a race set up, and a drift set up on this
Yeah,
thing.
I've just left it as stock.
Which is what, van?
I haven't touched it, so if you haven't touched it, it's whatever it says now.
Yeah, I'm not sure, that's the problem.
I mean, I can...
Fiddling with things. Just leave everything on defaults.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah,
van.
I'm trying to put it back to default.
Just van.
Alright, cool.
Surprised you haven't given it more armour, Max.
It needs definitely more armour. There's none.
Falco's probably drained the battery to get a bit of extra speed.
Well, that, every little atom counts.
Are
Yeah.
batteries any heavier when charged?
No, we've done this one to death.
But are they? Like a big battery, like a Tesla-sized battery?
By conservation of energy, they need to be, but I guess not significantly.
Ooh. So let me get this straight. We got blue car, white car, blue car, white car, blue car, pink car. You all stuck.
Some of us don't play this game all day, every day.
Well, no, just pick it top left. Like when you pick your car, just
Well,
Ugh,
was going too
sorry.
Anyone
I'll
else?
put back in his wheels. I'm done.
I think everybody
No.
everybody went too fast.
Come on, that corner.
Got hit by Renzo.
How much steering do you have to put into this to get it there? There we go.
I mean, my rear view mirror is quite low res, but I'm sure someone was going the wrong way just then. They're doing a 3-point turn or something.
I mean, I got put onto my. You put it into a flat slide. I couldn't avoid you, and I hit you and then fell over.
I didn't do that. Renzo did that. I slowed for the first corner and he didn't use me to go around the first corner.
I'm relying on the basis if I just do good laps now, you guys will all screw it up and I'll catch you up. I see the inside of this van was modelled by an ape.
Oh my god, this is lethal. There goes Schalke. It's not a real race, I don't have to join on MT, do I? Because it's not real.
Maybe it's real.
100 miles an hour.
You're not real.
You're not real either. We're all provided for each other's entertainment, apparently. Anti-insanity devices.
Anti-insanity devices? In that case, I want a refund.
I
think being created by AI.
What, so you guys, you act kind of human unless we actually analyse it, in which case it's rubbish. Just good enough at a glance.
I think it's AI, quick! Sack them all! Oh, bollocks. Fucking hell.
It's great when it was the early alpha version.
I think I'm getting ABS or something, traction control kicking in.
Yeah, you'll get traction control kicking in. Yeah.
Can you turn it off?
There's definitely a
You
button to
don't
turn it
want
off,
to.
but you don't want to. Like, if it's kicking in, you've already gone too fast. The only thing stopping you from ploughing into the, the barriers is the traction control.
Right.
But yeah, it's the computer, onboard computer desperately trying to stop you dying.
Sorry. I was in the blue van. That's not me.
I think that's Max K.
I'm in front of you.
Oh, I can't tell anymore.
I'm in front of you, Adam.
Yep, I can see. I'm catching you all up. Come on, little car. Come on. I'm going to scrunch down.
Adam, have you had another accident? Because
Nope.
you've either about to lappers or
No.
had a second accident.
No.
He's on the back of the back.
I had an accident and then I sat my car in the pits and then shot out the pits again, so I lost half a lap. But I've overtaken Max K, and now I'm about to overtake Max R, depending on how he takes this corner. Squirrely. Off the brake! Off the brake!
What's the brake? What happens if, because there's no clutch in an electric vehicle, what happens if you do spin off? The wheels are going one direction, but you're ramming your foot to make it, the wheels go in the other direction. So you bugger the motors.
I mean, they'll push. If you got your foot on the accelerator, it will push. I mean, realistically, the car would probably go, we're going backwards, there's no way I'm actually going to apply force. But, oh.
Do you beep at me?
I'm just alerting you to my presence.
Mm.
You should only use your horn to alert other road users of your presence.
Yeah, well, I had a Reddit argument with an American today who had a different take on it, because I was saying you don't use it to admonish people, because basically it was about a roundabout, and they're not used to roundabouts there, so he was going behind someone who went onto the roundabout and then immediately gave way to someone coming onto the roundabout, which is clearly wrong.
Yeah.
But he, the person with the dash cam, sort of admonished them with his horn, did a long blast on his horn, and he's saying that that's what it's there for. You know, I said what you just said, which is there to alert other road users to your presence, not to admonish them. And what you should do is just actually, if you weren't driving so close, you wouldn't have had an issue because you'd have had plenty of time to react without being startled by it.
I mean, what you should have said was, the thing is that we do different things for different countries. We have different purposes for different things in different countries. So, for example, in our country, the purpose of schools is to educate children. That's what you should have done.
Yeah.
Should have done that one.
Not to end them, yeah. Well, his reply was, well, what if she had caused someone to rear-end me? And I was like, well, it's still, if you're driving so close that you have to brake sharply, that's causing the person behind you who's too close to rear-end you. That's still because you're driving too close and going too fast.
I mean, the correct answer there is because then they were too close to you as well.
Yes. It's like, oh, you didn't read what I said. I said if it causes someone to rear-end me. It's like, I think you only read my first sentence, actually. Internet arguments.
Yeah, then that person is also in the wrong.
It's like, all vehicles have to have a horn by law, and it's for the purpose for which I used it.
Shouting at people.
So, yeah, and it's like, okay, he's an American, so I was like, I don't suppose you could tell me which bit of law tells you it's for telling people off, or maybe just paraphrase it. But
Can you imagine that?
I just doubt that it is.
Can you imagine that? And the horn is
Genuinely
used
curious.
to shout at people.
Yeah. I like to learn, you know. I don't know American law, so I'd like to know if I'll stand corrected if that's the case, that the law says that's what it's for, but I doubt he'll find that bit of law.
Is rear-wheel drive?
Yes, I think they are. That's why once they get a little bit sketchy, they want to spin. The best thing you do, the moment it gets a little bit hairy, get your foot off the accelerator and try and steer into.
I'm trying to get myself off the pits, off the gravel. I have to bounce the throttle off the, not off limiter, but off the naught gauge.
Well, at least you can't wreck your clutch.
Yeah.
No regen in this, have we?
Should they have implemented it? I don't know how this vehicle has regen, but
I don't think it has. No, you just coast when you come off the gas.
oh right, I don't. So bear in mind that the electrics in this are a whacking great hack. They haven't implemented it properly. It's still got an internal fuel tank. I assume
They've implemented that it gives you some juice back, right? But they haven't implemented braking.
one pedal braking, yeah. Because sport mode
ridiculous.
on EVs does tend to increase that to regen to absolute maximum. I don't know who's in front of me.
Yeah, I think I told you that in the MG you've got 3 levels of regen, and hilariously they call this KERS.
Well, I guess that's technically. I guess that is true. It is recovering kinetic energy.
Over.
Okay, come on, Schalke. Come on. You're getting bigger. You're getting bigger. I can just take this well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
the Beamer doesn't have different levels it just has full on maximum. So to coast, you hold it and you use the cruise control, or you hold your foot in the floating position.
Yeah, a lot of cars are getting to have it so you've got a flappy paddle on the left and you hold it to regen. And it's like, what? Just stop it. Just... Like, one pedal driving I got used to within about, I don't know, 100 yards. It's really not very difficult at all.
Yeah, but there's getting used to it, and then there's getting used to switching in and out of ice vehicles. And so when you first get used to one pedal driving, and then you get into an ice, you have to be careful not to go into the back of something on the first time you take your foot off, and you're like, oh, it's
Yeah, no, I've had that. I had that on my motorbike because the V-twin does not. To be fair, the V-twin has a lot of engine
it's completely out of control the first time you come off the gas.
Yeah, I mean the V-twin has a lot of engine braking for an ice. It does. I mean that's one of the things about them. But I sort of coast and went, I need to find the brakes very quickly.
Yeah, it's only brief. Then your brain suddenly goes, oh yeah, this is how cars used to work. I remember.
Well, I'm currently at 2 EVs and 4 ice, so that's still the majority. Did I get the best lap of the race?
No.
Oh, really? I bloody
no, you did. No, you did. So I'm moving on well.
Bloody did. Look at me.
In your step van.
No, step van. What are you doing? I love this. It's just like a little key car meet, and we've all brought our modded vans along. Right, let's see what else I stuck into our favourites then.
Can we do another course?
Bus.
Okay, so let's do the Oni bus, and then we'll switch to another track. Okay. Because that will mean so. Only bus VTR.
I was going to start chanting bus, but then I realised it's only one syllable. That doesn't really work very well as a chant.
I mentioned this because we were looking at doing it for a game, but we never worked out what the correct rules were.
Chanting.
Yeah, but like when you.
I think you just assume it's just innate. Yeah, it's just an innate thing that everyone understands.
But I don't know what that's called. What is turning one syllable into two like that? Like you're
it's
like
called
you're rapping.
Elongating?
Yeah, Onibus. Who? Someone type it.
Really?
If you want to type, someone wants to type. Matt, I think Matt's the only one in Pancakes. So. Oh, he's on.
I can touch type. I'm just choosing the vehicle myself.
You've disconnected.
Oh, no, I've left the server. Good. I can't operate a face pointer.
I will go to 3 laps though. I think it's fair because these are quite slow.
It was that no scope, just turned before they'd come out. Which is exactly what I did the first time. Renzo came out not far enough and turned.
Oh, he just jammed it, yeah. But yeah, we'll go to 3 laps because otherwise this is going to be quite long. Any choice of a track, Shalka, for the next one? Or shall I give you 3 laps to think about it?
Oh.
I'm just fed up with Blackwood. That's doing this enough.
Oh, my car stalled and no one else is ending the race. Please don't make me actually get my keyboard and type in /end.
Right, give us a second to test drive the vehicle, get a feel for it.
I think I've broken it. Oh, I think I broke the clutch.
Actually,
The end? Shift E?
Shift X, I think. Shift X, yeah. Shift X, please, yeah. Oh, so Max K is in a bus, just a different bus. Yeah, Shift X. So then I can put it down to 3 laps. Shift X.
Engine hasn't installed. How come engine installed?
To be fair, I suspect one bus as much as the other, as long as he doesn't... There we go, 3 laps. Waiting for Max K. No, waiting for Renzo and Yakuza. Waiting for Yakuza, who is, I don't know,
Yakuza.
tabbed out, watching YouTube videos. What's he doing? Oh, and hello, Aliata01. I apologise. It's very hard to actually see the stream. Oh, wow, I can't. Whoever's in front of me, I better pull away quickly at the beginning of this, or it's going to go very wrong. It's about...
You don't ram people?
I have to assume they're going to pull it at the beginning of a race. No, they
don't.
didn't. Okay, whoever that is decided to put their vehicle full of people. So I think that's Max K in a different bus that's fully laden.
Oh.
Oh, who's got the red bus? That looks cool. Ah, break it.
I like the brake lights.
They do look cool. Your
I think
goals.
someone's cheating.
Why?
Because he's accelerating harder and faster than we are?
He probably just came out the corner better. On that most of that bit, I was having to wait for people. Like, I could have gone quicker. But if he had no one in front of him, he can just go as fast as he likes. But I'm overtaking people now. Because I did better at the beginning of the straight. Oh, this is squirrely. How fast does this bus go around this corner? Everyone went too fast. Apart from...
Didn't.
Apart from 2 people. Hey, who's pushing? That is not a valid overtake maneuver.
I like the bus. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. I thought they'd be rubbish, but they're actually really funny to drive. Everyone else could just learn that the brakes are a lot better than they think they are. But unfortunately, I knackered my dash hitting the person who didn't bother accelerating at the beginning of the race. So I'm having to accelerate purely, change gear purely based on the noise.
Yeah. Ooh, managed to get over the barrier. Whee! Sweet. Unfortunately, that's pretty out.
Yeah, purple blob in my mirrors.
No, that's alright. I messed up my gear changes, so... You're fine.
I'm going to burst my tyres. There's a lot of squealing.
Yeah, they did this at my local racetrack on Sunday, but unfortunately I couldn't find anyone to go with me. So they're doing Destruction Derby in buses and coaches. But I missed it. Sad face.
Seen they were all different types.
They were just old, knackered buses, so yeah, they're all different types. Oh, Yakuza balls there. It's down to Izzard and I.
Me?
That would just be it's down to me. No, that doesn't work. And now it's just I. Come on, little bus. Come on. It's alright, lads. I've got an idea. And Max, don't worry about which bus you're in. I think they're all about the same. This one just happens to handle quite well.
It's quite a late break.
That's weird. It lets me go through everyone's messages, not just my messages, when I press up arrow.
That's a bit odd.
So I can type the same thing, or...
I know you are, but what am I? Yes. I have to say, this bus really shows off how cool VR is, because I've got the massive rabbit ear wing mirrors, and there's so much room in here. Like, I can look behind me and it looks like a bus. I'm on pro driving strats here.
Who's that coming back onto the track?
I can't see behind me. I'm blind.
Oh yeah. Have you not got?
You just reversed into me.
Have you not got virtual rearview mirror
Max,
on?
I'm in a race. I'm still in the race, Max.
I can't see anything. I've got a rearview mirror.
To be fair, I'm scapegoating you because I was crashing when I bumped into you. I think you actually got me back on the course.
Oh, now I'm stuck, so yeah. Okay, fine.
I wonder if anyone's ever done a game called Escapegoat that's like a game about escaping from things. Also, Henry, if you've joined, you've forgotten to make any noise.
No.
That's better.
Oh, graphic physics glitch there. I think the buses are still cars inside their little worlds.
So sort of our cars.
They're like big buses. They're like big cars, yeah.
Yeah, but the vehicles came together as if they were cars. They intersected each other and then decided to crash.
To be fair, I don't think buses are very heavy, so they would kind of act like a car.
Intersected.
Oh, well,
do you mean it's got a car's hitbox?
Yeah, they got cars hitbox,
no, definitely not. Because
no,
you get like 3/4 of the way into it. Anyway, if I want to choose a different track, I'll have to end the race, and I don't have any votes. Track. Gosh, I don't remember the other ones. So we've got the city track, a race track.
Yeah.
Just well, let's do the city track because I think we sprint one.
No. City track in the mini again. Sorry, the little
chicane route, town course. I don't remember which one we did. Sprint 2. Well, let's try town course. And sure, let's go with the UFR. The UFR, thankfully, because it's a non-modded car, if I pick it, you will get shoved into it. Slow or fast, Mini?
Let's do fast mini.
Fast Mini. Oh, thank you, Ticey from Magus. It's a lot easier with the stream to organise things. So we're going to go to a different track. We're going to go in the UFR GTR, so the fast Mini. And I don't know if I've chosen isn't a word. I don't know if I've chosen a version of the track. I remember. But unfortunately, let me see how many people have chosen UFR, how many people are in a bus still.
I'm in the bus, but that's because I'm waiting for the map to load.
Well, as I said, I don't mind if people choose cars that are worse. It's when I mind it when we're all in, a Honda Civic and someone brings their F1 car along.
Who put an AI in?
Someone did put an AI in. Not me.
Oh, okay, I did. Oh.
You're allowed a certain number of AIs each. But more importantly, you should hit ready. I can't. UFR. I really struggle to type because I'm in VR and strapped to the chair.
UFGTR.
Can I take mine? Can you take your what? It says, can I take mine? What, can I take my own car? It's just missing how races work. Can I take my own? Your own track, your own racing? Well, only if it's worse than a UFR. No, you can't choose a car that's just better than the rest of them. Fuck's sake. Because this is Max hit.
UFR. Can you see the UF?
Left-hand side, second one down.
I think I want that one.
We had this in Live for Speed. People would always choose the best car, and it was just rubbish because it just always escalated up towards the very, very, very fastest car. Can I bring my own car? Now I need to remember not to screw my clutch up, and also bear in mind I don't know what variant of the track I've picked, so these could be left or right hand corners for any of these. I have no names above people's heads, so that's making my life a bit difficult. Now that's Izzard. That is a very bad...
To hit me.
No, Max decided to take a... let's call it an optimal way around the track.
Suboptimal.
Well, I mean, you were very fast, but there was unfortunately people in the way and a corner.
It's very different to the bus.
Yeah, it's much more twitchy.
Easier to make mistakes and recover from, yes. Oh, Mr. Chicken's getting slow in his old age. So when around that corner you're flat out and the car is just skittering from the inside of the corner to the outside.
Sorry.
Oh no!
Oh my god! I went into orbit.
I braked so early for that corner and my clutch is gone.
I literally went into orbit.
Well, yeah, at least I'm on the same planet. I guess that's a small advantage.
I got thinking I was pummeling for my death thing.
Don't...
Knob.
Death knob.
My death knob. Whatever you call it.
I've got one of them. Oh, your suicide knob. That does come off, by the way. You can just unscrew it and it comes right off.
It's broken.
Oh, you broke
I don't want to take it off. Well, it's one of the hinges. One of the hinges is sort of crumbled. I don't want to take it off because I'm ready to use it.
What you should do at some point, not right now, is go into Thingiverse and see if someone has.
Etsy, that's the place to go, isn't it?
No, and then I can just print one up for you.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll have a look later on now. I've cocked the steering. Yeah, the steering's a bit
Yeah,
gashed now.
I've had to go to the pits, but I don't think that's going to help me. Because yeah, I saw Schalke. Well, maybe Schalke can do the corner. I don't know. Izzard hit Schalke. I'm like, aha! I can capitalise. I'll brake nice and early. But Henry was apparently on his phone. No, clutch is still broken.
I also need to look at these drivers. They're not very good. Keep hitting each other.
I was doing so well until that point.
No, I've gone very badly. Who's that?
Bear in mind, Max, you're going to get a solid 6th.
Me.
Oh, hey, Tad.
Hello. Come on.
Oh no, I can't get up the hill. It's not doing it.
No clutch for you today.
No, no, no.
I thought you went to the pits, no?
I did. You can't really repair your clutch.
Oh. Not with that attitude.
This means it's too expensive.
What's the button to bring up the clutch meter again?
F9.
Did you go into the pits and the mechanic went Thursday?
I was going to just...
Oh,
Beautiful.
What car is that? Oh.
Yeah, I'm stuck. Oh.
No! Fell over, as usual, right towards the end of the race. Typical. Never mind, it was fun while it lasted.
Help! I appear to be slightly stuck.
Well, I'm very stuck, so I have no sympathy. Tad, push me back onto the track. Not like that!
Instructions unclear.
Cool, now
What are
push,
you-
push me forwards.
Hang on, I'm not exactly behind you. Hang on. There we go.
Cool, now full beans.
I gotta light it up right.
Okay, I'll
What
come.
have you done to yourself?
I did nothing. Mr. Chicken entered me from behind. Go.
Well, that's what you're asking me to do.
Yes, but he was doing 100 miles an hour faster than I was.
Ah,
Yes.
it's not catching at all.
Yeah. No, the clutch is completely broken, but it's downhill. Renzo, can I actually do a race in this car? Because I was doing very well until I got egregiously murdered. I do actually have quite a few favorited mod cars, though. So, but now we've got a few more in. Let's see, because now I think we've got 10 people in. And I don't know how well it's going to go. Actually, I know exactly how well it's going to go. It's going to go terribly.
It'd be nice.
I don't know what Piran Motu S2 this week means, I'm afraid.
License level.
I still don't really understand what he's saying, because mods requires S3.
Yeah.
Okay, so Max and Tad are doing very well. Max is on the wrong side of the road. Tad...
Yep. Did not break early enough.
Oh, Max managed to pull that one in.
Oh, you changed the track.
I did mention this. I wasn't sure I'd chosen the right variation. This isn't on purpose.
The boss keeps bumping me.
In that case, I think Tad bumped you because he smashed off of some Armco.
No, I don't think it's Tad.
I hit you because you went the wrong way.
That was Tad.
No, I wasn't going the wrong way.
Oh, that's the wrong way again. I'm lost.
Yeah.
There's
There's a mini map in the top right.
there is a map,
Tad.
yeah.
Does it matter? Nope. I don't have time to look at that. I'm trying to figure out where the turns are, and I'm guessing
You're going
wrong
wrong-
every
you're
time.
going wrong.
You don't have time to look where the turns are, you're busy looking where the turns are.
I ain't got time
Nope.
to map read. Wow, there is such a...
The mini map.
There's 5 cars in a tiny pack just behind me. I want to stay...
Why don't you slow down and let them catch up with you?
Right, oh, wait.
This is a nice break from Satisfactory. Someone's going the wrong way because I went the wrong way.
You make it sound like Satisfactory is happening to you.
Holy shit, how fast is this guy
Just
going?
like Fortress Craft Evolved happened to me.
Funny feeling, whoever's in second place, unfortunately I've turned the names off, is running a, not a map,
Enzo.
what's the word? Yeah. The extra speed he was carrying out, that was insane.
Oh, he's got a tuned version.
Again, I don't
Oh my
understand
God.
why I can't force stock. I really don't. Or we can all choose. Like Renzo goes, I've got a good tune, and I can just go right click. Everyone is forced to use this tune. Really don't understand why that's not a thing.
Make it a fair playing field sort of.
Well, I do know why, because lots of players don't like fair playing fields. They just want to win. See, you know, Apex Legends.
Ooh. But that's you too. You like being champion.
I find no. Oh no!
Oh, did you see that they changed the rules for Apex?
They changed the rules.
Well, they changed how competitive worked. There were people that were the top rank in the game that had never killed anybody, so they fixed that.
Game's wrong. Was that based on kill death ratio?
No, it was just points-based based on wins, and so they just hid the
Oh, I
entire
see.
map until the last person.
Oh.
Why is that not
I
a
didn't
late
school.
strategy?
Yeah, it's strategy for sure, but and it's a very complicated one to pull off with Apex.
Well,
As
that
soon as you
means
get spotted,
Yeah,
You're
but
pretty much goner.
that bear in mind, that does mean that the other 2 people in your squad are carrying you.
If it might have been for singles.
Well, you can't win, and not unless the other 2 people kill each other.
Or themselves.
Like, you can't win. Given the game's been out a long time,
Win.
I'm quite surprised that that has not already been addressed. Right, assuming they were hiding inside some geometry or something. They weren't just hiding.
Yeah.
Because it's quite hard to hide at the very last part of the game.
What is it? Well, they don't fix Titanfall either.
Yeah,
And
but
Titanfall's been DDoS to hell and back
Yeah,
for
but
so long.
Titanfall's a
They
dead-
refuse to fix that.
No, they haven't refused it. Titanfall is a dead game that is no longer supported.
Yeah, but
and not
it's
making
also
revenue.
happening to Titanfall 2.
But it's not
Like,
making-
they just don't care.
No, they do. They don't care because it's not making any revenue. Why should they care?
Because apparently the people that do play it absolutely love it.
So what? They're not making any money. Hey, is that Chevy? Yeah, I've got a 1954 truck here. I was wondering if you could just start the factory up and make me some new pieces for it. They'd be like, no.
No.
Games are business.
Yeah, but with all the money they're making off of Apex. But I guess
That's
really
not how
just
it works. Oh,
doesn't matter.
brilliant!
No.
Hooray! Ford have just released a brand new Ford Focus, making loads of money. Now they'll put parts out for that 1963 Plymouth. No, they won't.
Fuck yeah!
But
No.
By the way, this is a long shot, but PlayStation Network is about to launch a couple of extra tiers for its monthly subscription, including more games. And
They've
in
been
the
talking about
second
that
and
for a
third
while.
team, tier, you get the Ubisoft games, so you get Bridge Crew and Werewolves Within.
Assassin's
So
Creed.
with a bit of luck,
there'll be 6
with a
people
bit of luck,
playing it.
they might come back to life a little bit. Yeah, which would be enough.
Yes, that would be cool. I did enjoy Werewolves Within. The problem was, really, that there was a metagame. Okay, everyone has to look down at the fire now because too many people have worked out how to exploit it at this point.
That's not.
That's
That's not a problem. That was like emergent gameplay that crept in quite early on, and even the developers recognised was awesome. But yeah, you just came to it too late. If you were playing it in 2017, you'd have been able to get a game every time you came on. In fact, you'd be queuing for a game half the time.
Let me see. Should we try the Bunter? I did enjoy the Bunter last time. Bunter.
There was a funny bug where sometimes you could hear people who were spectating, so they could whisper things to you from the spectator view.
Bunter. And we'll do the bus next, alright? I don't know what next combo with. Oh, fuck.
SST Bunter or just regular
Bunter.
Bunter?
Just Bunter. If it was SST Bunter, I would have said SST Bunter.
You're perfect.
Well, thank you.
None of these new cars have pit limiters anymore.
Yeah, they do. The
This one?
well, no, but the electric little
It's got
electric van.
ABS.
Oh, this one drifts.
I like the sound of the one.
Yeah, it's got good sound.
What car are we picking?
Bunter.
It's got ABS.
B-U-N-T. I just hit all rather than
Yeah.
approved, and then just search.
Yeah, and it does that automatically. I was like, you bastard! Quit making me have to click this button
Well, you only have to ever click it once. It doesn't reset.
per session.
No, I didn't click it.
Yeah, I clicked it last week when we played, and I had to click it this week when we played.
I like this. It's kind of familiarly like my car. Although the ignition's in the wrong place.
Your Tesla?
No, my Impreza.
Oh. But your Impreza is in the game.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was.
There's no licensed vehicles in this game. No, that's that's Forza you're thinking of. This does not have a
This rear-wheel drive is very rear-wheel drive.
four-wheel drive. It's not rear-wheel drive, is it?
It feels like it's rear-wheel drive. This one ass kicks out pretty hard.
I think that's just the way you drive it. Let me just double check. Info. Oh, I wonder what it's under. It's got viscous LSD.
Drug.
Where does it say? I can't see it saying anywhere. Is it an FR? Is it
Can I Google this?
I've no idea. Are we going to restart? I really hate having to actually click and type restart because you are all distracted with not.
Yeah, let's drive it.
For Majesty, yes, it's very good. It's very good in VR. This game, steering wheel makes a bit of a difference in this game, but VR helps a lot for, I'll say, proper racing, because with VR, well, I'm at the back of the pack. With VR, you have a good indication of your position. And speed and everything. So yeah, I highly recommend playing in VR.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fucked up already.
That's what I'm saying. It's rear-wheel drive for sure.
A stock Impreza, if it's not a Type R, has a 70-30 thrust ratio, so it'll be 70% rear, 30% front. Which, from experience, I can tell you is enough to get the rear end to step out. But it means that a balance...
So they made rear-wheel drive, but complicated.
No, it just means that you want a balanced throttle to help you pull you around the corner rather than off the throttle. Or gas, as you would call it.
It's in song.
Ooh.
Hi, DJ! Look at you!
Oh, I had
That's a lot of purple in my review mirror.
I had to bleed off a lot of speed not to hit you then.
There he goes.
Oh. Right.
Oh god, Choka's behind me. Look out! Mr. Chicken, that was epic. Oh, hang on.
So
There's
Tad,
a turn there coming up.
did nothing...
Just so as you know.
So Tad, did nothing you go, why are all the other cars going so much slower than me suddenly?
I knew it was happening. I was just like, it's either try to brake and crash into somebody or just plow through them before I hit them. Or just plow through the intersection before I could hit anybody, and I just wrecked my car.
Take out as many competitors as possible.
Stop.
I didn't hit any of you,
Well done.
which was the plan.
But if you've been braking, you might have a car that still works now.
Yeah, but oh no, my car's fine.
Oh, this car does not... This car... Yeah, this car does not... It's heavy.
What is the timer on the dash? Is that the actual in-game timer? Yeah, it is.
Yes. Yeah, 2 minutes
That's
9.
pretty cool.
Well, so some games, some of them show a clock, some of them show the FPS, and some of them show the race time. Yeah, 2 minutes 8 seconds.
Give us all three.
I haven't actually seen one that shows the race time before. That is unusual. But it's interesting that the car people can actually put that in. I'd like to see some boost gauges on my A-pillar, for heaven's sake.
A-pillar?
You know, the big triangular one just in front of your hand. Sorry, sorry, Thicey. That was a little, close.
You don't want the old Trans Am style with the gauge in the hood?
I've seen those. They look amazing. The one I...
Fine.
You know, friend of mine's dad had 2 of them in his garage. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the one I saw had...
Boost gauge or 2 Trans Ams?
Well, the one I saw had indicators on the hood scoop, which is such a good idea. So you could see if you're indicating without having to refocus inside the dash.
Steering screwed.
This one's quite skiddy if you are accelerating.
ABS.
It doesn't do much. But I think DJ's right. This is a very heavy car.
Oh, now that was some drifting. Shaka, make sure you put that in your video. but not this corner. I did that terribly.
Somehow got a better time this lap.
Because you didn't crash around that corner?
Oh, I definitely did. Mr. Chicken can confirm. I followed his race line straight into that wall. It was epic.
It's not really a race line, is it?
Or epic.
Epic fail.
It does have a horn though, and that's the only thing that really matters. So now I can harass Mr. Chicken the whole way.
All cars have a horn.
Oh wow.
Except the ones that don't.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Thank you, Jake. You have really messed up the front of your car, Mr. Chicken.
Yep, I noticed.
My clutch is looking red.
Mine's looking fine. It's the rest of my car that's looking red.
Well, you're in a red car.
Well, yes, but that's beside the point. Ow. Okay.
My car ain't doing so great either.
Hey, I'm going to carry around this left-hand corner without doing anything.
That's not ideal.
No.
Oh,
So,
wow, I've got to hold this really hard over.
so Renzo
Oh, well,
has
oh,
requested
crap.
the Onibus, but I think we probably want to go on to the
You look your own
other.
way, Mr. Chicken.
We want to go on to the
Yep.
other variation of this track for that.
Why?
Because this one
Why
has
not?
5 270-degree turns in a row, which the bus is not going to fit around. The other one has the 2 very tight chicanes, but then it's a lot longer. Like
We figured out that wasn't what those were called.
They're definitely called chicane. Oh no, they're not. Yeah, they are. I don't know now. You have confused me.
Good. My job here is done.
Yes, if you can all
Do anything.
if you can all press Shift X, let me choose the other variant, and we'll go into the Onibus
Hang on.
as soon as has Henry not finished the race.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so let me just work out which one. So that's the
You
town.
lost.
That's the town course. So that's the start, and we want the one that goes straight down. Chicane route. It's chicane route. There we go. No, it's not chicane route.
Omni.
Classic. Classic. Oh, it's just classic. Yeah, there we go. And then up. Right. That doesn't take us up onto the motorway. And we've had a request for the Oni. Which I'm hoping I've added to my favourites. I have.
Oh, it's rear wheel drive.
I have not.
There's a basically an arcade cabinet as one of the vehicles. I don't know how that works, but it just looks weird. It's like a box. BCP. What was your achievement? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Onibus. So, as I said, I don't mind having any car. As, you know, people go, oh, I really like this car. Go for it, you know.
I missed my car.
Max, your arcade cabinet is the wrong size.
No, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's an arcade. It's a whole arcade. It's not an arcade cabinet. It's an arcade.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, people have uploaded stuff in order for them to use in their own mods. So yeah, if someone wants to type Onibus because Renzo hasn't quite worked it out yet, I'm going to give him 5 seconds. Considering he's the one that requested it. Oh, come on, Renzo. Ah, he's found it. There we go. Cool. And we're just waiting for Carney Vor to choose ready. There we go. So what can I see on the start line? Somebody else's bus.
Someone else's bus.
Oh, hear that turbo. Oh, Max, you lagged out the start line there. Shaka
Did I? Okay.
like, you just dropped a packet, which was enough so Shaka moved and you didn't. Okay.
Oh, turn! We're getting ramming people everywhere here.
I'm gonna try
Oh,
and
right.
not destroy my. Oh, there's.
There's a ramp.
Why are there ramps?
What?
What? What?
I don't know.
I don't
So
understand.
buses to make my turning real easy though.
Are they new? Did somebody add those? Did I add those?
I don't know.
I wasn't expecting ramps, I promise. I just chose chicane.
You're supposed to drive through the chicane?
Left, it's left this time. There's not enough room for 2 buses abreast. Oh, God. It's all about carrying speed up here.
That was quite strong physics.
Ugh. You have to use all of the steering wheel now. That was like 90 degrees. You're broken something.
Why are there jumps? Where did they come from? I want to do this again in a quicker vehicle. Oh wow, Tad, your bus is incredibly shagged now. Oh, hello, Dora.
Whee!
What?
Sky! Trees!
Dora's on my lap. Oh, I'm distracted from racing because I have one more cat than I ever normally get. Aw, someone clip that. Dora actually being affectionate. Or she just realises she's being annoying.
Yeah, I broke my car somehow.
Did you break your bus by going over a bunch of ramps in it? Because that'll do it. Ready, Charlie? Oh. But hold on, I was doing fine.
You got ramps in.
Yes, but I don't know why. I have no idea where they've come from or how they've ended up being turned on. I genuinely don't. I didn't choose a layout, I don't think. But people can't... Oh, unless Schalke uploaded a layout to the server. Wakey, wakey, Tad.
I have not done any such thing.
I think you and I are the only people who've got the server password.
Well,
I do.
Oh, do you? Well, did you upload a... Really?
I have a password. Back when you used to password protect this server.
No. To administrate the... Because we pay for a dedicated... Oh, server.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have that password.
Yeah. No, Max! No!
Alright, what is the problem here?
Ramps for bloody buses to jump over.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the problems.
Whee!
Max, please.
That's the thing there, you wait for a bus and 3 come along at once, one of them on its side.
You're making Shulka's license plate oddly prophetic.
Interesting. I haven't really configured the motion platform for up and down, so it's not really reacting. Oh my god. So it's not really reacting to going up and down. Whoa! Oh, bollocks. Well, okay, thank you. No! Schalke hit me.
What was that?
Schalke hit me. No, Tad hit me and then knocked me into somebody else and I knocked them over.
I was on the other side of the track. Please, no. You can't blame me for everything.
I absolutely can.
As convenient as that actually is.
Who else is flipped? Oh, it's Schalke.
Yeah, he's the one that took you out. You both, like, springed into each other. It was very strange.
Can't reset would hit another car.
I've accidentally just found the button that changes camera. How do you reset?
It's the pits.
No.
There's a button for it. I don't know what's the standard bind.
Spacebar?
No, it's not spacebar.
That's spacebar for me.
Oh yeah,
spacebar for
can't
me as
reset.
well.
Could hit another car. I'm afraid, Schalke, I think that's
They're blocking each other.
well, there you go. It's funny, the damage doesn't look so bad from out here. And Tad's on
damn
the
it.
side.
Can't reset, you would cause a yellow
Reset
flag.
would cause a yellow flag. There we
Yeah,
go.
you
You
got
just
the
keep
way.
hitting it. It figures itself out eventually.
Not too fast, Max. Ah. So Max, if you go on the left, you can skip all the ramps.
Yeah, that sounds super.
It looks so much cooler from spectator view. Ooh. You can see the tire deflection as well.
This whole turn, you can't have any of it.
So Max, these ones coming up, if you go on the left, you can... No, you can't skip these ones, but you can skip the other ones by going to the side of the track.
Oh, I rolled over.
I've just noticed this bus has skinny front tyres and whacking great rear ones. That's not how buses
That's
work.
how buses work.
No, they have two... Oh, steer right, steer right, steer... Oh, you nearly kept it. Oh, wait, hold on.
Speaking of tires, I just got new ones today.
Oh, yes, how are
So
they?
happy.
They're made of plastic or rubber?
Game changer. Rubber. They're
Ah.
good tires. I spent like actual money on them.
What have you got?
Cooper.
Right, so you didn't spend money on them because you got Cooper tyres.
Coopers are actually really good tires. What are you talking about?
I've got Toyo Proxys, Yokohamas, and Pilot Sport
Yeah.
Sport 4S's on my vehicles. You notice I
I
don't
think
have
Cooper's an American thing.
Cooper. Yeah, exactly. You bought American hardware for a vehicle. You buy Japanese.
I live in America. There's nothing wrong with Cooper. They're quite. And I win. I beat Shoka for once in the most ridiculous vehicle this game's got.
Let's try the T34 Sport. It's one we've done before. It's quite fun. It's not very fast, so it doesn't run away with you. But you do need to be
Probably for the best.
little bit careful on accelerating around a corner. The T34.
T34 Sport.
Yes.
The Sport.
And in VR, it's so cool. You can see all the chrome, all of the dirt,
Oh,
all the
God.
mirrors. But you need to be a little... It's fast and it's got skinny tyres, so... Bit drifty. Oh, and then we'll end the race. And then I'll see if I can work out why we've got ramps. I assume it's a layout I've managed to select, but I don't know how.
Every time you say T34, I think we're going to be racing Russian tanks.
That would be... There are some tanks, but they're just rubbish. We tried.
Yeah, they're tires. They're not. They're not actually going to be doing anything with tracks. Yeah.
Okay, so
What's that? Those cards come
That
flying out
was
of the
exciting.
seats.
So that was.
So,
Standard car, a modern car, sorry.
it's a mod. So, in case anyone, has an idea, I have nothing selected. I don't know why there's ramps. There are no options for that as far as I'm aware. For layouts, I assume this is something we've done on the server. Evidently. I genuinely have no idea. So we are stuck racing classic 1930s racers over ramps.
Oh yeah.
Well, to be fair, only over 2 ramps. All the rest you can skip. So yeah, T34, if somebody could type that into the chat for me. There we go, it's just Renzer. Is he in the wrong car? Yes, he is.
You don't need to get better about changing the color of your car.
Me?
Or just in general. I'm looking at 3 blue.
Oh, yes.
I did change it, but that changes the decals on it.
So, it's a drifty car. Don't boot it round this corner. Let it slide. Go on the inside. Avoid the ramps.
This car does not like these ramps.
Oh, wow.
I just...
That was epic. absolutely amazing.
So I really hope that happened on the stream, by the way, because I just look behind me and there's cars cartwheeling through the air.
Yep.
So we try that was cause you went whoop, and I look behind me and it's just no one's on the ground, everyone is up. Renzo, it's
So,
the
yes.
T34, not T46.
This car is goofy as hell.
It's a great car. It's slow enough so it doesn't run away with you, but it's also a little bit interesting to drive. It's a nice one to sort of do, and if you come off the accelerator, it behaves. Whereas a lot of cars, they don't. Yeah, Renzo, that's completely the wrong car. You can tell by the fact you've just destroyed everybody else. Though that is a cool looking car.
No.
It looks like the Speed Racer car.
Max and Mr. Chicken. Oh god. And me.
And if you're good, you can also drift it quite nicely. Oh, okay. That's not so good. Oh.
It sounds really good though.
How do I get rid of that? What do I do to get rid of
Ugh.
the...
Yeah, you really can't, like, accommodate those at all in this car.
Well, I mean, I could set up a different suspension setup for it, but I'd much rather turn them off. Should I try ticking the reverse direction on the basis it's the same track, but probably hasn't got the setup? That's brilliant. Let me help you, Carnivore. I'll help. God.
There was no need for that car.
Yeah, if we hit Shift X, let me choose the reverse direction and see if... I'm hoping they're missing. I'm assuming either Schalke or I at some point decided to see how the setups worked, changed it, and forgot we did it.
Blame Miss Maya.
It's just Schalke and I that got access to the server, I'm pretty sure.
She's all busy with her move and could deal with a little bit of extra stress.
Ugh. So yeah, could you all just type T34, because people are in the T something 46, which is much better. Alright, let's hit classic reverse and cross fingers. Gonna remove you from the pack. T34, T34, T34. That's much better. Everyone's in a T34, not in a T46. Oh. And Q Thaisy.
Oh, again.
I love this. It's got
Growing new colours in. You have to make the colours in a skin program or something.
no colours is easy. You just go to edit it. And it'll go create one, and then at the top left click new, then default, and then just drag the sliders.
Oh, new setup.
Hey,
No,
DJ.
top left, not top right.
Top left, isn't it? New. It has new colours, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it does.
So select the
DJ.
skin.
So collect new colours, and then select default,
Right.
and then it will ask for a name, maybe.
Nope.
No, then just drag the sliders around.
Oh,
Just
okay.
pick a color.
Well, you only has 6 colours.
Yeah. DJ. Isyard says that Virtual Desktop is 25% off at the moment, if you fancy trying it.
No.
Why he decided you needed to know about Virtual Desktop is anyone's guess, but...
No, I mean, I've generally not had any issues with VR. My stripey issue, it's a rendering issue in this game of some sort. And a how or what or why. So Max has now got a blue car with green wheels. You ready, Max? Because people are shouting at you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So, cross fingers, there's no ramps. I don't see any. So right-hander, okay. Couldn't work out if I was going left or right. Okay, so through the no entry sign.
Yeah.
That's it, and just drift it gently.
No.
Found a wall.
Oh. Oh, this is downhill. Oh, God. Flat spin.
So we can go really fast, right into a wall.
I'm pretty sure there's a rule about braking rather than ramming people who are on the track. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Sounds super lame.
So it's supposed to be accelerating.
What time is it, by the way? Does anybody know?
Yep.
Half 11. Okay, because it just,
Got
just told me my quest.
40 minutes.
It just told me my quest
Time.
battery is low.
Oh. 40 minutes to midnight for you.
Oh, my car is so broken. Thanks, guys. I know I crashed
Well,
it.
flip it, and then you can hit spacebar. Boom.
I need
everything's fixed.
to disable reset.
What? No.
Yes, you're not supposed to just.
No.
You're not supposed to remove all damage from your car. You're not supposed to get damaged.
Yeah, but if we wind up upside down because we're in a top-heavy bus, like, bro.
And wait, you're the only person that rolled the bus.
I am not.
No, Henry.
I rolled the bus loads.
I'd like to point out, Henry, you didn't roll the bus. You got it jammed either side of Armco somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
I don't know
I
either.
was that, but I've also rolled the bus.
It looked like you.
I got hit. That's why.
Are you hitting restart?
Because somebody else did, and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to restart. Not if other people aren't. That's cool.
No. Oh, I don't care. I'm last.
But it looks like you were involved in a transporter accident. Oh, hey, Renzo.
Max, your restart was too late. Was it Shift X? No, that's
Shift R.
not the right one.
Oh, bugger! Then I got a speeding penalty.
So it's taking then a 45 second. Wow, you're really trying hard.
Yeah, it's because I got a 30 and then I didn't slow down immediately, so it gave me another one. Wow, almost everyone's restarted apart from. I wonder what the rule is then. I mean, it doesn't help that Tad voted for the wrong thing.
I very much did vote for the wrong thing. That's probably
Just
what
press
confused it.
Shift R then.
But
Just
I
press
would have
Shift
to
R.
look at R. R. It did nothing. DJ,
It's
it
'cause-
did nothing.
Because it's timed out.
Give my screen.
Oh,
Chicken
sorry.
Upside down.
Sorry, carnivore.
Is it just you two up there? Duking it out for supremacy? Oh,
found a
God.
wall.
You really, really can't bump into stuff with this car.
Well, no, because it's an open wheeler.
Yeah. I do like how all the chrome turns into like a water texture. When you wreck.
Okay, now can we restart?
Ugh.
I'm voting to restart. Not letting me.
I think it's because the
Do
first
I
and second.
restart race?
I
Vote
think
cancel.
it's because the first and second people didn't vote.
So you're being a cunt, don't let you. No.
Yeah, you can't just say, "Oh, you're winning." But yeah.
I've won. Reset now.
Ah. Yeah, you gotta go quite slow down there, Henry, or that's what happens.
I don't even know what my poor car looks like right now. It's probably terrible. Shift R.
It's alright.
Oh, there it is.
I've done a server restart.
Oh.
But yeah, I have to type it. I haven't bound it to a key for really obvious reasons, because it overrides the vote and immediately restarts. So you can imagine
That's
why.
what you wanted.
Yes, but I'm in VR and it's quite easy to hit the wrong key.
Then you put it on one of your handsets that's over there.
It's still very easy to hit the wrong key. Anyway, nice and gentle throttle around this corner. Nice and gentle, that's it. That's
It's
good.
telling me not to go this way.
That's
There's
it.
literal signs that say don't do that.
And then we've got a fun downhill corner, so you don't want to be going too fast, you don't want to brake too hard, you want to brake a little bit early, and
That
then,
seems trouble.
because it will be very light on the front wheels otherwise, so nice and slow.
Carnivore, no!
And now for the rest of the track, you can boot it. Apart from this corner here.
No, he meant all of it!
Yeah, nice and gentle throttle around this corner, and then boot it till it says you finish the lap.
Whew. Come on, game.
Yeah, if we do one more after this, we'll pick probably the electric open seater, and that should probably take us up to the end of the stream.
The end of your headset. Whichever comes first.
I think it pops up low battery at 20%, which is still about 40 minutes, yeah. So the real reason this car struggles so badly on that downhill bit is because it's got no downforce. It's the shape of a barrel and has skinny tyres and drum brakes.
And the hood's also held on with belts. With leather belts.
Absolutely. Because we still get a lot of these, well not a lot, but you know, I've seen these cars in person quite a lot. I saw one at a brilliant Cars and Coffee event I went to, and it was huge. So it had two chains to drive the rear wheels. The massive, it was something insane, like a 14-litre engine, just mind-boggling. And the only concession to modernisation was he'd fitted a USB socket to it so he could charge his GPS when he went to events.
Well, the priorities, man.
Oh, it's so easy to put this into a slide.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and Schalke takes me. No, Schalke's...
Did he take you out to dinner?
What was that?
Did he kiss you first?
Schalke's not saying anything. He's like, no, I'm not feeding this. I'm not feeding this, miss. I'm not doing it.
That happened 2 more times by the accident, isn't it? Sorry.
No, in that one, Max, that was entirely your fault, but
Oh yeah.
you weren't in VR. If you were in VR, you could have glanced.
Yeah.
In Pancake, I, from my point of view, that was a really dickish move, but I guarantee if I watched back from your view, you wouldn't have seen anything.
Yeah.
I am almost surprised there isn't a VR only button in this. Anyway, Shaka, that was definitely my win. That doesn't count for you, because Max took that.
What about salt?
Do you really want me to start counting wins?
This thing does not recover itself at all.
But yeah, we'll do the Formula XRE as the last one. So this is the electric
Alright.
F1. Actually, it's not F1 car at all. This one's quite cool. It's a bit metal. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I assume there's a way that we can do live for speed style points and things. I've not looked into it. Like, that does seem like an obvious thing. Like, reset the points, and you earn points over the course of the evening. So XRE. Just going to see how this one copes with that downhill corner. I keep trying to change gears.
That probably didn't go very well for you.
Oh, it's so much better downhill. It's got downforce. Oh, so Tesla came out to look at my wind noise, and not that I don't think the Ranger's brilliant, but I actually told him what the issue was. So it wasn't a simple thing. The door is not on the car properly. Only by 2 or 3 degrees, but that's enough so that the glass is not quite flush with the trim, so at high speeds it makes a noise. But it looks like someone actually has already tried to fix it at the factory, and not because you can see where the bolts have had all the paint scraped off. So it's going to go to Tesla in a couple of weeks, and they're going to rehang the door. Why am I revving the engine? That's not going to work.
I mean, you could sit on it until you switch gears.
But it doesn't do anything.
No, he doesn't need to. But as soon as you do it, you have question mark amounts of power.
Power immediately. Wait.
Well, there are electric
Pit
cars.
lane limiter, no.
There are electric cars with clutches, and you can rev it up and then dump the clutch. So that.
Oh God damn it!
shit.
Tad! And then, Tad, you didn't freeze, which is what victims do.
Oh, I wound up
That-
landing in the right direction.
Yeah.
So I was just like, hey, we're just gonna keep going.
But you should have kept off the racing line because you just sort of swerved into the racing line. Do we want to restart, by the way? I think everybody apart from me got
probably.
slammed there.
Oh, I tapped you too.
I got clear of it, but only more through luck than judgment.
No.
Max, when's your birthday again?
November.
How many cans of green spray paint do you need for your car's wheels?
None.
Okay, 4 cans it is.
What are you painting his rims green?
Because he always has green rims.
Oh.
So careful, careful. Oh, it's 3 abreast. It's all gone wrong. No,
Mr. Chicken!
no. Carnivore hit Max.
Oh no.
Come on. Can we just get around the first 2 corners? Please don't make me time
No.
to start.
Well, you better restart because I'm joining.
Quick. Formula XRE.
Bod.
Oh, ask me when my birthday is.
No,
Right.
Okay.
you got Cooper tires. You'll be dead in a week.
Nuh-uh. They go with my Pit Viper sunglasses.
Don't know what that means.
That's very American. If you get the chance, look up Pit Viper glasses for the most American nonsense you could possibly imagine.
Are you inside?
Yeah, did you
XRE.
say Formula?
XRE. Just XR. XR will find it.
I thought Max said it was a mod. Maybe it's not.
It is a
Oh,
mod.
what?
You need to hit all rather than favourites.
Of course, yeah.
It's alright, I'll restart in a second. We'll restart in a second.
Alright.
Just don't bother driving. Stop driving. Everyone's
Oh.
fine.
I need to practice.
Yeah, because everyone apart from Max stop driving.
Yeah, it's not showing up for me for some reason. I don't know why.
XR.
You gotta have
Formula
all.
XR.
So, hold on, let me just check. Mods, all. I hit all, and then
Oh,
search.
XR-E. Okay, that's why. I'll search on
Yes.
XRE.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
no.
that's
Yeah.
that'll do it.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, last restart.
Oh.
Nice and careful. Nice and gentlemanly around that first corner. Yeah, last time, Max, you were a bit sketchy, but you didn't do anything wrong. And then Carnivore did not give you enough clearance and just bonked into you.
Bonk.
Right, here we go.
Bonk, not bonk.
Oh, for God's sake, Tad.
I should be right back in.
You did a full
Wait,
start.
what?
Oh, join in to 8 seconds. Wow, fuck off, game. Oh, and it doesn't matter if I don't make it to the end of the week with my Cooper tires, because my birthday's Friday.
Because what's this Friday?
My birthday.
Were you not planning on having any more birthdays? Just, ooh, sorry, Shauka, I didn't see that.
Driving
Good
Cooper
dear.
tires.
Oh,
Whoa,
sorry, is it?
too fast.
Okay.
No, it was
They're
Izza.
literally my favorite tires.
Ow.
Oh my gosh, Shaka, that was amazing. Please put that in there. Everyone just sort of shot out of my way, so I just sort of cloud through and everyone parted like the Red Sea.
Then you spun. Oh, like that.
You were watching Bruce Almighty with that Lambo.
I don't remember that film. I think I've seen it, but that was many years
That
ago.
was soup that he parted though, not the sea.
No, he parted the cars to drive his Lamborghini.
Oh right. He also parted soup.
I don't remember the suit.
Was it Red Sea?
Yeah, isn't it? That was when he was discovering his powers and he's in the canteen.
Was he really in a canteen though?
Well, he's probably in a studio.
That's probably a blue screen.
Because he's an actor.
Oh.
God, this is an awesome track and car combination.
Yes. This
Let
has
me
always
quick
been.
give you
You've
a-
been going the other way.
Well, yeah, but
I'll
the
just
other
give you
way.
a quick hypothetical situation and tell
Okay.
me what you would do.
Right.
So you bought a trailer remotely. You've gone to pick it up from Liverpool. You don't live in Liverpool, you live hours away. You've gone to pick
Your microphone cuts out.
Lost him.
So while Izog gets his microphone back working, it's worth pointing out I've only got 22 litres of battery left.
A lot of battery.
Is that a lot
2
of battery?
litres of battery
Yep,
left. Okay.
21.9 litres of battery. As I said, the
A lot of
electrical...
battery.
Yeah, there you go, you're back again. So someone's got to pick up a trailer in Liverpool, and it's several hours away, yeah?
Yeah, so you go to Liverpool, you get to Liverpool, and you're a bit too trusting of the guy selling the trailer. I don't know what kind of trailer it is, but it's obviously closed. Anyway, you drive it back without checking it. When you get home, it is full of not dead bodies,
Immigrants.
but old tyres.
Oh, fun.
Oh, well, this is easy.
That's honestly worse.
Okay, so what is the question?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah, what do we do? Yeah.
I would do the same
Spend
thing.
a lot of money to get rid of the tires.
I would do the same thing that Colin McRae would do.
Wow.
Oh,
He'd burn
go
them.
rallying?
No,
Is it?
he'd burn
Please.
them on
Burn them.
bonfire night. To be fair,
So he did burn them on bonfire night.
yes. I asked him what he did
Is that-
with all his spare tyres, and he went, "We burned them on bonfire night." And I said, "You're not supposed to do that." And he goes, "Yeah, we know." But they got through.
It's for a very good bonfire night.
Took one.
Oh, stinky one.
Well, I mean, it all depends on the updraft in the area.
Yeah, so he's asked a tyre place, and they've said, "Oh, it costs us about." And I don't believe this, but they've told him it costs them 40 quid per tyre.
No, that's a
Get rid
lie.
of tyres.
Bollocks.
Yeah, that's what I said. I
Some
said
money
go
per
back and
tyre.
ask them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said just common sense dictates that that's far too much.
Yes, because you can buy tyres for less than that. So
Yeah.
I would suggest what he does is because they're a bunch of lying fucks. What he does is he dumps the tyres at the tyre place because they deserve it for being such fucks.
Yeah, I don't know what tyre place is associated with. I don't know anything about the person. You would think they probably have an association with a tyre place then. Oh, Jim, we'll put it in that trailer you're selling just before the guy picks it up. Ah, Jim. Now I know his name.
Jesus Christ, Tad.
We both were doing
What?
the actual donuts into the finish line. It was epic.
No, I was typing and you rammed me. I'm gonna do one more race because I'm enjoying this car.
This is a very fun
What's tomorrow
car.
then? Is it Core Keeper tomorrow?
There.
Sai needs.
Snore
Sai
keeper.
has the answers.
The events channel has the answers.
Oh,
And
that's
Smarties.
We've got Shredder down for Friday.
true. Oh, you do like that game.
It's so good. I was
Yeah.
genuinely not
But
expecting
I've
it to be as
seen
good as it
on
is.
Reddit it's popped up a couple times. People are enjoying the hell out of it.
It's not just good nostalgia; it's also a good game.
Jesus.
What do we call this suicide knob when it's not a suicide knob?
Knob.
Driver. Ooh.
One-handed steering.
Oh, there we go. It's gonna be back.
I mean, why Max? I mean, if you're going on Thingiverse, suicide knob is the word to look for.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
But try
Very
farming.
much the
Try
Americanism.
type farming simulator into Thingiverse, see what you get.
If you're going on Pornhub, suicide knob is not the thing to look for.
Who was that? Someone's just like, oh dear.
Tad, do you not get names on people's heads?
No.
I do, but I was going back too
I
quickly.
get it in real life. It's
Then-
very helpful when you've got poor memory.
Then press N for names of people's heads.
Hopefully
Well,
we'll have that in the future.
It's the black car, so I know it's not one of us. So I think
No,
it's
Carnivore.
Carnivore.
But we will have that in the future.
I hope so.
Names above heads. No more, hey, you!
Time's up with
You're saying
metadata.
They're gonna actually implement HUDs onto windshields.
Humans, yeah, onto contact lenses, I reckon. Oh no!
Tad,
Did not capitalise on
They're
that.
already doing that.
we already have that on windscreens on cars. We've had HUDs for about 20 years.
Some cars.
Well, yeah, obviously. Any statement you say, you can say, but only applies to some cars. I think it's any
Yeah.
statement about any car that I can't reply with, yeah, but only some cars.
Have you
Brakes.
been keeping up to date with For All Mankind?
No, I forgot it existed. I need to download it.
Season 3 started,
I know, I
and
forgot.
they are about 10 years ahead of real time in terms of invention and progress. So in the 90s, they've got flat screen TVs,
Yeah.
video calling PDAs, and that sort of thing.
Public displays of affection.
No!
Those were
Well,
only
they didn't have
invented
those
in the
until the
90s.
2000s.
Oh, shit!
No, I still got away with it.
Damn it.
Any luck on Thingiverse, Max?
Nope.
Go to Yegi.
Well, I searched for Brody jobs and I found something potentially useful. But
Yeah, go to
I just saying
Yegi.
better.
Yegi. YEGGI.
Oh,
And then type farming sim in onto the search on Yegi.
How did I come second when I crashed 6 times?
Everybody else crashed.
Because I crashed more.
Okay, definitely my last race. Headset is beginning to
That's a wrap.
definitely die. So one more.
Yeah, bit in chat, but VR virtual desktop is 25.
Yes, I went over the barrier. Thank you, DJ.
We mix it about
I
10
don't.
quid.
I don't really have any need for it though.
Oh, you've got purple stuff on your screen.
Not now. I don't. I reckon it's on a per car basis.
Alright.
But it's only in this game. It's not in any other game. So then, but I do want to use native rendering where possible. But yeah, it's not in this car.
Negative rendering.
I wonder what.
Sounds fancy.
I wonder if it's when I've got certain UI turned on. I've an itchy eyebrow. Great.
This car has an ignition switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars do have ignition
What is
switches.
it igniting?
No, it's stopping you from
car
accidentally
igniting.
driving off.
The contactors on the H.
Oh, feck, sorry.
Gently.
Enabling the high voltage system.
It's not igniting anything. It's exciting things. This corner kicks my ass.
I do like that corner because it's just so sketchy. Downhill, round a corner. And then don't put the power down till I'm straight. Yep.
Oh, it's hard.
Nice.
Well, Henry, you're too close there. If if you'd used your horn, maybe he wouldn't have been there.
But not to admonish me, to alert me to your presence.
There's no horn on this thing. What do? Oh god.
That's alright, there's no
So,
wind.
I mean, I actually didn't realise I was not at the back.
Yeah, Henry knocked into me on the first corner. I'm playing catch-up.
Revenge?
Yeah. Sorry.
I think this is a very good car and track combo,
So
though.
we're even now.
Yeah.
Both done that to each other.
All the tires.
Oh shit.
Slicks through this.
Hey, Tad.
Oh, you've done it again! Oh no, so have I!
I see you back there.
Not very far back.
Way back there.
It's all together.
Making
kind of
rude
racing.
gestures at me. I don't appreciate that.
Blue flag. Who the hell's catching me?
Damn it.
Shit. Ow.
Don't. You should speed up in the shadow. Shauka, for this week's video, can you just do Tad? And just not anybody else? Just only things Tad did wrong.
I will catch you DJs when I first to.
He's got stuff he needs to do.
Oh. Wait, why is Henry back there? Have I just lapped Henry again?
Yeah. Kept crashing into me.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going
And
to be able
I into him.
I'm enjoying this so much. I'm just behind
Yeah,
Shauka.
why'd you bump it back from 5 laps?
Because we were in a bus. But yeah, I need to go and plug my headset in, annoyingly.
I have a puncture, that's why.
Bye,
2
Shauka.
punctures.
Oh, I mean. Oh, my word.
Record is not amused with that.
Suddenly your car
Turn
goes
it on
on a massive delay. What the fuck?
Murloc. Right, but
Funny though, he smashed in the Xiaoko, then his car decided not having that, and then it went to physics like 10 seconds afterwards.
why did your headset lose power and mine charges when playing this?
Because I'm running it at a higher resolution refresh rate, I guess. It's only a guess, though. Assuming you're running
You will be running it at a higher refresh rate, yeah.
Yeah. Though, it might be higher brightness. Like, I've looked online, it's a very common complaint. People are like, the game just doesn't, sorry, the Oculus just doesn't draw enough current.
Oh. Bye, DJ.
Bye-bye. I'm just going to take my headset off.
Myrrh.
And... that's better. Thank you, Internet. You're all lovely.